A cyclone is literally heading our way.
Death toll from devastating floods and mudslides in Sri Lanka has climbed to 355 people.
You might be wondering why I am heading to Sri Lanka during a cyclone. Well, I didn't mean to. I came to Sri Lanka to discover the hidden gems of this beautiful country, but suddenly found myself caught in the middle of the deadliest natural disaster in the country's history. Cyclone Ditwah has been traveling around South Asia but hit Sri Lanka the worst, killing hundreds and injuring dozens. I witnessed roads turning into rivers and rice fields into lakes, while roads closed and landslides occurred left and right. As the president issued travel warnings and declared a state of emergency, I was on a road trip deep inside rural Sri Lanka, not knowing if our next move meant life or death. We have finally made it to Oya National Park after a long drive. Oya National Park is a park in southeastern Sri Lanka. It is home to the elephants and the largest lake in Sri Lanka. At this time, the cyclone is only beginning, and in result, there is non-stop rain each day. We are on a beautiful flooded road where one side is a lake and another side are beautiful rice fields. This is what should be the road. My feet are all muddy now. After walking on flooded roads, it's time to go to bed because tomorrow we are going inside the national park on a safari. But little did we know, more disaster struck. This tree is literally the second oldest tree in the park. We have made it to the largest lake in Sri Lanka. The road conditions are horrible here. This road is just so flooded. It's like driving through a river. As we journey onwards, we have no idea that the most dangerous elephant in the park, which has a reputation for charging at vehicles, was after us. I have no idea what's going on, but apparently I think the car is stuck. Okay, we are stuck. And they're trying to push out the car, which I don't think is really working because it's just stuck there, and every time we try to push it out, the wheels just dig a bigger hole. Our truck was finally pushed out and we're back on the road. This is like the 5th river crossing. We have to get out of this park as quickly as possible because of so much rain, the roads are flooding and there's no other road out, which means if we don't get out now, we're trapped. Right now we are going to meet the local chief of this village. This tree literally bleeds, and we are told that this is actually very healthy.
He says if some animal is coming, he use the bow and stone. And then your safety, he want to be your safety first. That he says every time this is the back word. Okay, look at that, how to use this one.
Now it is time to learn how to start a fire without a lighter or a match. Now I think he's making a miniature model of what his traps are like when he really hunts for animals. I learned a lot during this hike, but now it's time to get back. As I walk back inside my room, I notice a lot of critters everywhere. There's this caterpillar climbing up here, and I think it's poisonous.
Today the rain is so crazy. It's like walking on a river. And even now my camera is getting soaked. This place is the rainiest place I've ever been to. It has been raining non-stop since I got here.
Now the indigenous people are going to show us a tribal dance.
They don't have a religion, but they were believing in their ancestors. So likewise, there are a few deities of them. One is one of their ancestors called God Kalubandal. And there's Kande Deya is God from the mountains. And God from the forest, three gods. So they are worshipping these gods, but their intention is to protect you when you, here and also when you go for your countries.
That night, our driver checked in with us and told us that the non-stop rain is not normal. But little did we know that the next day was when everything changed. Over the night, multiple landslides that buried people alive occurred around the country. This was when the cyclone got deadly and the media turns their attention on Sri Lanka. All around me, floods rise, but we have a long 7-hour drive in front of us. This road is more like a stream now. Look at all that water! During our road trip, the government issued travel warnings, telling you to avoid or minimize any car travel due to flooding roads. It was true. Roads closed left and right, and we were kind of lost. And then the president declared a state of emergency. Now we are asking locals which way is not closed.
Thank you.
Looks like the road will flood soon.
we saw people holding pink bags of food, and our driver said that it was the government giving out food for the people whose homes were destroyed. That day, hundreds of people lost their homes to landslides and flood.
Yeah, this is the donation 19 cent.
5 hours later, we finally arrived in Colombo, but a giant tree collapsed on a busy road, stopping the traffic for half an hour, and I was stuck in the middle of it. At that time, the wind started blowing very hard, and it started pouring. We have finally made it back to Colombo after an 8-hour drive, and our drive was a little interesting. First thing, the road had a lot of mud on it, and there were some landslides. But when we got to Colombo, there was a lot of traffic, and it turns out that a tree fell in the road, and it was a half an hour delay. This article was literally posted today. It is super windy now. If you look at that water, it's moving like that. And it's so windy that that tree fell down on the road, blocking traffic. We just got a warning from our hotel that a cyclone was coming, and they closed the pool. We are right here, and the cyclone is heading that way. Good early morning from Colombo. It is 5:30 a.m. and we have to get to the airport half an hour early because our driver sent us a critical situation in Colombo where areas are closed, so we have to leave earlier, and there is a lot of flash floods. And it's pouring rain and very windy. The driver said that he will be here at 6, and it's already 6:15, so I wonder if he's having some trouble with this weather. While waiting, we see this Christmas tree.
It's a bad situation in Sri Lanka. And remember the Galloya? That area also the flood. Roads, all roads are closed.
This street is crazy. What I'm seeing right now are streets flooded with water, destruction everywhere, and houses falling apart. It's hard to see, but actually this is an entire neighborhood underwater. And if you look even closer, you could actually see that the wires are still there and everything's still there. It's just like a river. This ocean is overflowing. Look at the trees. Finally, we made it to the airport. Luckily, our flight was not delayed and we made it safely out of Sri Lanka. But Sri Lanka has a long path to recovery. The flood has flooded rice fields and destroyed businesses. This was the first time I saw so much destruction in my life from a natural disaster. But it shows exactly how strong and unpredictable nature could be. I was fortunate to make it out safely because after we left, all the flights were delayed for days. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you in 2026.